Hello, welcome to yet another day, another stream.
We are here back with another video in the Alpha 1 of Ashes
I'm digging
of
the
Creation
volcano in the background.
And I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend, one of my favorite people in the world, Mr. Michael Bacon.
I don't want to pause too much, but one of the things that I look for the most in the game is the strategy of it and how immersive it is. Like, yes, I think I subconsciously enjoy the combat and the way my character moves and feels, but that's not what I really latch onto. I think what I latch onto is the immersiveness and the systems of the game, like how I can be strategic about how I manage my resources, upgrade my levels, try to make the most OP person. And I don't know, I've just been thinking about that because there's been so many comments about the combat of Ashes of Creation, and I understand that is the staple of the game, but I don't know if that's the part that I'm most excited for.
We're actually, we're in a pretty interesting spot right now in this particular map. We're on top of a giant rock canopy, aren't we?
Yep, that's where we are. Over the kind of pirate cove kind of area.
Ooh.
Maybe we can walk.
Man, they were teasing pictures about this.
So what's been some of your favorite aspects of this particular milestone for Alpha 1?
Yeah, man, I'm excited.
Kind of this world's...
This pirate cove.
Walk
if it's what I think it is.
Yeah, I guess I can. What was the question again?
So great.
It does look pretty good.
What's been some of your favorite aspects?
See, this is what I kept commenting about in the last video, is how in the combat videos they've been showing, there's been no grass or foliage on the ground like this. So it's just been a flat texture. And I've expressed myself a lot. It used to be this rock, how it's just a flat texture. And I kept expressing how I did not like that. So I'm glad to see that they do have it. And maybe you just didn't have it turned on in the settings, and maybe it's just because it's pre-alpha.
Of this
I don't
Alpha
know. It
1,
just makes me really happy to see
building this part of the
them
world.
actually fill.
Obviously the environment is gorgeous. Just the content, or the theme that we used on it, with
Is that too quiet?
Tropics. Sorry, I cannot do this at the same time. I'm crisscrossing hands now, trying to get the thing to. You got using this push to talk thing. It's crazy. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, right here. I'm sorry.
I can only walk straight and talk at the same time.
Oh, you're killing me. That's so great. This is gonna be great. No, that's fine. Let's go up here to the edge.
What a boomer! You can't push
two
buttons and
talk
talk
a
at the
little
same time.
bit with this vista, I guess.
Yeah.
I love the canopy nature of this. Hold on, let me see if I can jump on a mount. Oh, I need to show my UI. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for.
Man, that map
guys,
is looking
we're doing
sick,
this
too.
live, and by live I mean we're recording it the night before, and there's not going to be any editing.
Yeah. So anyway, just the tropics. That's just the nature of the tropics biome.
The inventory.
This is really cool. We're excited. I'm just
the inventory is looking pretty good.
The rock canopy that we're on right now is just huge. It's just really cool to take in the space.
No way.
I just jumped off the edge to show the distance.
I'm just jumping right in the water.
Oh shoot, man!
Did you jump?
This is looking sick.
I took 150 in damage.
Oh, no!
Man.
Did you die?
No, surprisingly.
Let me. I'm gonna swim over just to kind of give everybody the perspective of this huge rock canopy.
Yeah,
where,
this
ships
place
can
is huge.
Float through and whatnot, or sail through, I guess. Another thing that's been interesting is, and maybe not a lot of players get the opportunity to see, is there's obviously considerable portions of the map that still need to be built and have
The sand
cool...
dragon behind the
there's
tail.
some weird looking seaweed over here. I'm actually really concerned. Where'd you go?
In the water? No, well, I'm out of the water. I'm on the shore.
Which shore
Yeah,
did you go? Did you go north or south?
I think I went south.
I went south too.
I should be just underneath the rock canopies. You talking about the kind of black seaweed? Is that going on? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be black. You know,
it's
FYI.
ominous.
It's not supposed to be black.
Yeah, it's all
Issues going on there.
alpha stuff.
We'll figure it out. This is work in project or progress.
Yeah,
people.
the
Yeah,
series like a living organism.
Try to come out near the southern entrance where it like goes
Hey,
back
the
towards
waves on the
main
water is
island
an
and water
update.
is
It
still,
used to not be
under
like
the
that.
canopy.
Okay, hold on a second.
Another thing
That's
I love
looking
about
so good.
so far has been about this map is that, and probably everybody in the audience knows this, is that giant volcano. I try to put it in as many parts of the screenshots that I leak.
It's going to be in every biome.
I know.
Like everyone.
Just like a unique volcano for each biome.
The volcano
Where
is
do you
pretty
see you
sick.
at?
So I'm looking at the volcano, and I'm over near the entrance to this canopy on the ground, like at the sea level.
Look at how
Okay, I'm
sweet
way
this
ahead of
looks.
you. Alright, hold on a second.
So another thing that's cool about the map has a lot of water, obviously, and this is the area of this world, of the world map of Vera. This particular area has really cool like coastal inlets and coves and whatnot. That's going to make obviously ship play pretty fun. But how's it been kind of
Yeah, the ship play. How do you guys feel that's gonna turn out? I'm a little skeptical. I don't know if I've ever played a game where I've really liked the ship play. I haven't played Sea of Thieves, no. Yeah, maybe if I played Sea of Thieves, that I would like it better. But I don't know, ship play.
building this.
It sounds
world
so
with
cool,
all this
but
ocean content and just
I
kind of
haven't
like
really liked
planning
it.
for what's going to be in the water.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt.
I could imagine.
A lot of stuff. I mean, just the sheer size of it's crazy. I mean, just
I kind of like the
populating it
Assassin's
and
Creed
detailing it out is
water play, how you could like
task. Let's just put it that way.
sail and like
Yeah, for sure.
take out the guys on ships and stuff.
Has it been have there been any like real discoveries that you've made in the process of like going through building the Alpha 1 and the portion of the world map that Alpha 1 encompasses that has caused you kind of as an environment team to rethink approaches and like change things essentially?
Oh, geez, that's like daily. Yeah, for sure. But the node system in general is, it's work in progress. A lot of variables going into it, and just
they definitely like
trying to
turned up
figure
the
out
graphics and stuff because this is
problems that we
looking
come up with,
a lot better
just
than
creating
their
this
past
kind of sheer
videos.
size of a world, and
It's looking really good.
getting everything to work properly.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's been actually really interesting to see the node system progress, out of its kind of first functional stages that we had it in, now to its, more scalable stage where it's leveraging custom tool sets and technology to kind of to propagate the node system from level to level in real time.
Yeah, it's been really exciting. That specific system,
Platform system, yeah.
Yeah, it's been neat watching it kind of grow into what it's becoming. I think
The
once
sand, how it gets
are
darker where
hitting,
the water's
like,
been.
Metropolis is really gonna.
That's really cool.
Really cool stuff with it.
Yeah, for sure. And the cool thing, and what was always kind of my concern, I guess, initially when I thought of the node system in the first place, was how we can make sure that the representation of these various cities across the world are going to be diverse and not just cookie cutter kind of representation of what players are going to see and say, oh, this is the same looking human city I saw all the way across the map.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I think the system that you guys, you and Roy were working on really helped to capture that diversity.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, like I think it'll be so much more fun to explore the world that they're creating if they have
once we
unique
really
elements
start
in every city.
getting the layouts, the different layout possibilities,
Ooh,
for
a
that
little
kind
crab.
of moving and squared away. It was like the
They're not moving. They're
the amount of diversity that we can get with cities are going to be pretty amazing.
Dude, the seaweed is so scary. I don't know where you're at, actually.
in the weeds somewhere.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I think I'm under the rocks.
You're under the rocks.
In that main inlet. Yeah.
All right, let me come. I'm gonna come into the main inlet area and try to find you. One other thing that's been interesting: how many biomes are gonna be in Ashes?
Man, they
A lot of
gotta
people
fix
are
their
interested.
mics, man.
Top your head.
I think it was like 20, right?
Yeah, I think it's 18.
18.
Basically 20. Yeah.
18
It was
biomes.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
And
That is a lot, especially
and
for
how do we go
the very
about
beginning,
generally
starting
kind
out.
of, coming up with these biomes? I know that players have seen the world map, and they've seen kind of that cut up and represented through different terrains, and, like tundra and snow and grass.
Yeah, I mean, I think we just wanted to represent just about every biome type under the sun, really, and just have enough diversity over the world that, like, when you went from area to area, you really just got a contrast of, different biome types and, being able to experience that. So, I mean, I think we just went for as wide as possible, pretty much.
Yeah, I remember. Gosh, it must have been.
Are
at
they all
least
like
2 or 3 years
realistic
ago now,
biomes, or is there
when you first kind of developed that mega
fantastical
confluence
biomes?
section on
Was that a
biomes
cave
and
over
all
there?
the different examples and reference images, real world images of the visual diversity that exists in our real world on Earth, and how we can take that as inspiration and fantasize it up a bit, and employ them throughout the world of Era.
Yeah, and that's still a work in progress. I mean, we're constantly as we're going through like the conceptual paths and things on the biomes that we're still working out. Just adding as much of that sort of high fantasy element to them. So
Cool.
yeah, when they're done, they're going to be they're going to be something really cool to gander at.
Oh yeah, I mean it really sets the stage. Really.
Wait, what did
in my
that
opinion,
say that he just walked past?
Cool to
Dwarf. Sorry, go back again.
to them. So yeah, when they're done, they're going to be they're
Oh,
going to be something really cool.
dwarf captive. Go free the dwarf.
To gander at.
Oh yeah, I mean
Oh,
it really
that's
sets
cool.
the stage.
It's like a
really,
shipwreck.
in my opinion, when you kind of like are part of these.
Yeah,
vast
the
worlds, these
underwater
fantasy
view
environments,
is like one of the main things
where
that
you
needs
have
to be
the
fixed. I
opportunity
feel
to
like.
be immersed and kind of captivated by what resembles real world, biome, but
I don't know,
also
maybe
has
it's going
that
for a more
flair and
realistic
fantasy
take on
that
it.
just kind of sets it apart and takes it up a notch.
Yeah, I mean it's part of our like they're kind of like we had kind of set like early on where we would have one foot in sort of real world and second foot, kind of up in the air, the stratosphere, with the fantasy element of it. So we're just kind of trying to straddle that line between the two, to get a real grounded, feel of the environments, but then at the same time, there are high fantasy elements of it, cool silhouettes, that we do with the vegetations and rock formations and that kind of thing, and and really just punching up the amp,
Right.
just trying to like punch up the environments, in a way that's just like, they're just gorgeous and they're fun to play, and they're just super immersive.
I'm still trying to find you. I'm directly under this structure. Where are you at?
All right, hold on a second.
Like if they're added as
I am
friends and stuff.
frozen.
Where?
I'm frozen. I can't move.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah.
let me summon you. Maybe I can do. I have to get off this thing. No, I don't think I can do that. Hold on.
What the
Let me
heck?
see.
Do you just
I
see
gotta
that lizard
swim.
drown?
Something
to
weird
death?
went on. I don't even have anything in my backpack now.
Oh, that's strange.
I don't
Guys,
know.
you get to
Do I
see
kind of like
everything
how it looks
unedited,
underwater?
just
Or it's like
real,
darker
raw,
and blurrier, like
and
it
awesome.
actually would be.
All right, hold on. Let me see
Do
if
I
can
like
summon.
that?
What do you bop?
I'm not sure.
All
That's
right,
Man,
okay.
this game is looking so sick though.
Let me try to summon Bop. 1 second. Are you mounted or dismounted?
I think I'm dismounted.
Oh, uh-oh. I did something. And it probably wasn't good. Did you get a
Did
loading?
you get a loading screen? No, I got nothing.
Oh. Well, I don't think
Yeah,
something.
Yeah, I'm completely frozen. I could see the world moving in front of me, but I can't move.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, I'm just going to roam around the world while we talk.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. So how many biomes are represented in Alpha 1?
Just one. I mean,
well,
no, that's not true.
The aura
I mean,
thing under him is pretty cool.
The main center island.
Right.
Yeah, that's
like
cool.
Sahara
I like that.
And, a few other different types. I think we got
like
some
floodplains.
Yeah, floodplains. There's we got some snow up in the mountains and that kind of thing. So I guess there's probably like 4 kind of biome types that make up that island, and then the rest of it's
nuts.
tropics.
What the heck?
Which is your favorite so far?
My favorite is this one.
By the way, the mount that he's on right now is definitely the best mount they have ever.
Well, this is like not really jungle. It's more like its inspiration was taken from like Bora Bora and Thailand and just seashells.
Yeah, I love the work with the trees and stuff. Who worked on most of this foliage? Was that Mia?
Yeah. She's fantastic. She's my sister.
Oh, it's so good. So great.
It's the same birthday.
That's awesome.
She's fantastic. Now she's an amazing artist. I've worked with her for a decade, over at Sony. And
this view right here is pretty sweet.
I noticed that something interesting, and saw some commentary from players who participated. The thousands of players who participated in our December Alpha 1 pretest.
Man, I wanted to be part of that pretest so bad.
It's cool to look across a view in a game and literally be able to see like something that is kilometers away, just kind of progress to that area, and it doesn't change, and it's not like an instance or a wallpaper, and actually like walk up to the volcano or walk to that other shore.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like I'm looking at that right now. I just kind of, and the other thing I love, and I know Brian did a lot of work on this for the lighting systems, but eye adaptation as you kind of like approach, the water, and things dim a little bit in the general view, and if you look away, right, it kind of lightens up. And look back. Yeah. I'm just doing
that. He's also actually done a lot of really cool stuff with like going into
really
interiors
cool.
and exteriors and having
it's like a cinematic exposure that they're putting on.
So
the
one of the things I'm looking at right now, like across this ocean, I'm looking at these kind of unfinished shorelines. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And can you talk a little bit about like from Alpha, when we move out of Alpha 1? Actually, while we're still in Alpha 1, you guys are working on this, but when we move out of Alpha 1, the rest of that world, that 400 plus square kilometers, all that stuff's getting worked on and getting built, and players get to see that kind of unfinished aspect of it, like I'm looking at right now across the. Well, maybe I can start moving over there and just show, but like, can you talk a little bit about like what goes into that process? How do you guys plan on creating, just like moving in a direction away from Alpha 1 and start choosing which biome to work on next, and what area to develop next?
Well, I mean, we have the general sort of layout where we basically take the terrain, the entire 400 kilometers, and like at least get it built in a very rough sort of way, just so we can test and run through like the entire area, the entire world. But then, like what we're doing right now is, we're starting with the tropics, which is what was it, over on the southwest side. And then, like, we'll start,
there's so much
spreading out into the other biomes that are connecting to it, and it'll be kind of like a more organic sort of development environment where we're blending, moving into these other areas that are connected to this, and then we'll just keep doing that. Until,
I find myself kind of getting lost.
Kind of put together. So like, so on this particular one, we're in the tropics.
Like,
but if you go
I
north,
want to look at everything and analyze everything.
Mountain area, which I believe are.
Did he die?
I believe they're
dwarves. Oh, he did.
I think those are the Nakua dwarves.
Just died.
Oh, did you die?
Because he swam like outside the zone.
Just died.
Oh no!
And I don't have a resurrect screen. Oh, it's because of you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, but the water's looking really good.
So the hilltop ones are north of you.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if that actually we revealed that. I don't know if we revealed where exactly on the map this was, but now people know. We can't edit it.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Can you just keep going then?
Yeah, no, you're good. You keep going.
All right. Well, so over to the east, we have the Riverlands, which is, kind of like your classic, classic Riverland sort of biome. And then further north from there, we start moving into the desert regions, and further south from the tropics, we start going into like the heavy jungle area.
I'm excited to see the hilltop stuff.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think that's probably
see, this is what I was talking about. See how it seems kind of flat when you look at it?
Yeah, well, plus it also,
but as he moves closer to it, all the foliage renders in. So I wonder if you can like change
all that landscape that's supposed to be there isn't there yet, right?
I wonder if you can change the distance at which
like as we're filling this out, where you actually start really seeing more of the world, coming online, and and the tabletop mountains in general, because they're just so vertical. They should be towering over a lot of the areas of the tropics over on this side. And so like you'll be able to climb those mountains.
Wow, he actually jumped down pretty far and didn't get hurt at all.
And explore that whole different world, or that whole different biome set.
What was the favorite MMO that you have played, Bacon?
Oh, jeez. You put me on the spot. I'm terrible with being put on the spot.
Oh, no, okay, you don't have to answer. What's the favorite thing you like to do in MMO?
I like just taking note. Well, all right. Me and MMOs, I like running around killing people. That's my favorite.
Bacon is a PvP?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's just like run around, explore the world. Oh, look at this guy over here. What's he doing? Take his stuff, and Yeah. Sorry.
Have you ever played
I think that's
MMO
fun.
that had like ship combat or pirating and stuff like that, where you can like take other people's things?
No, I mean, except for not.
It's like not really what I'm interested in, but
ship stuff.
It's fun.
I mean, we used to play. Was that what was the first version of that where you could run around with your little naked guy? It was like I don't remember what the name was called.
You're playing a different MMO than me. I don't know. I didn't run around with a bunch of naked guys.
One of the first ones. One of the first major ones that came out. What was it? I'm just drawing a blank.
Oh, like Ultima Online or...
Yeah, Ultima Online.
There you go.
Yeah, I think it was that. Yeah, it's like you're running around. Just this is like naked dude. You're just yanking people and taking their stuff, and running away so you don't get caught.
One of the best experiences I had with naval stuff, and I've always talked about this in the past, was ArcH had really cool naval systems, and
cool.
It was really great when
I've never played ArcH,
at least from a PvP perspective, and they also had some some cool PvE aspects of naval combat. But a PvP perspective is you could literally pirate people's hard-earned packs and stuff, and I enjoyed that. I guess it could be a little toxic, but it was a lot of fun. And when I'm seeing areas like ours with
you can kind of see like a
types
circle around them
just
rendering out
water
everything.
gameplay, these zones that are really constructed from a level design standpoint to facilitate interesting combat scenarios between players on different types of ships, where they have choke points and they can utilize the terrain. I love that aspect of world building. I think that's
cool. That's where I want to really see this going, as soon as we get ship combat in, and just being able to take command of vessels and sail around and create havoc.
I feel like a lot of the map on the world will have to be re-evaluated.
As far as MMOs and stuff, I've been playing actually a lot of Red Dead Redemption lately, and they got a lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah, they did a great job with that.
Yeah, just the level of detail and that kind of thing. So
I think my favorite
so a lot
thing
of that.
I think my favorite thing about Red Dead Redemption 2 was just the funkiness that could happen with the horses.
Yeah, totally.
I
like when you're running and you hit a fence and your guy gets knocked off and over the fence. Yeah,
I love those
Great
developers
stuff.
that they left that in to just. It's just super cool.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why like right now we're working.
I wonder if
on
that was my problem in past videos.
But when we start getting down into like the details,
he just didn't have. He just wasn't rendering the foliage.
Sort of detail, in the characters and and mounts and ships and travel and that kind of thing. It's gonna be great.
I've also
Just the
noticed
cities
this.
and just
A
the
lot of
building
the
of the cities and
time,
stuff is gonna be
their
awesome. I'm
characters
really
are
looking
hovering
forward
above
to
the ground.
getting to where you can level up all the way through camp to
Which
Metropolis.
is a little unimmersive.
Just seeing that whole thing.
Oh,
That's the thing that we haven't seen it in any other MMO really. Not to this degree at all.
Little,
not even close.
otters that you
Sim
can tame.
City.
Yeah, exactly.
Complete with player governments and all that stuff is literally a dream come true, at least for.
I gotta say, like the first time that we saw like recently, it's just this last. I think we were even doing it in 0.5, but when we first started seeing those buildings actually building up, when you're building them.
Oh yeah,
that was really cool.
Oh, it was very cool. I mean, it
cool.
brought to life really something that before that was just on paper, and then now we saw that in kind of a blockout form, and then boom, here was this animation for it, these effects, and it was like, oh wow, I can see this now. I can actually visualize what it's going to be like to watch a city develop and develop by the dictation of the community and the players. That's such a cool thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So well, I think that is probably going to wrap it for us. I know Margaret's going to.
He's been walking around
but we'll see.
For a long time.
But Bacon, thanks for joining me. I know the community
big.
loves you and loves the work that your awesome team everyone on the environment team is doing and helping to create this beautiful world. So keep up the great work, buddy.
Apple Scuff 1967.
All right, we'll see you back on
no
stream.
Footprint?
All right, sounds good.
Hello.
You mean footprint when the mount is walking and stuff? I thought I saw here. We'll put it in slow motion. I thought I saw a little bit of footprint stuff. Nope, I'm not seeing any.
Diverse.
There was a couple parts where I thought I saw the footprints happening, and I wonder if it was just in certain areas. No, I'm not seeing any footprints. Yeah, that's definitely something that I would like for them to put in as well. I think it'd be more immersive if they did that. Let me just check one more place, because I swear I saw it. Maybe it was when he was on foot. Yeah, so look, bam. There's like little shadow footprints there, but they fade super fast. I don't know if you can see that on your screen, Apple Scuff, but like there's like little shadow footprints. But you think like in sand it would last a lot longer. I think that'd be a really good thing for them to add in, especially for like mounts. Like I think they kind of have footprints for the characters because, I mean, you just take a shape that looks like this, right? And every character has that same shape for footprints. But I think mounts would have a different... Yeah, you see it? I think mounts would have a different footprint each. So I don't think they've implemented those yet. But I feel like that's something that they could easily visit later where they're like, hey, footprints last a lot longer in sand. They last shorter in like wet sand. On like earth or like rock and grass, you don't see them at all. Or like what happens when you get out of the water and then you go walk on rock? Like do you then see like wet footprints on the rock for a bit till they dry? I don't know. I bet they could do some stuff with that. Like one part I was super impressed with was this part right here. Here, we'll put it back on normal speed so we don't go crazy. But it's cool to see the cinematic camera effects. Like when you look out in the distance, especially at something bright like this, it sort of dims what's around you. But then when you turn and you look at what's around you, like look, see how it like lights up? I don't know. I think that's super cool. I think that's way cool. This game makes me really excited. I don't know. I understand we're all very particular about the combat. We want the combat to be good. Like that's our baseline. We just want it to be good. We don't want to feel limited. But what's so freaking awesome about this game is like the world they're creating and the systems. Like, we haven't learned very much about the systems yet, like the crafting systems, the animal taming systems, but it makes me really, I don't know. From what they've shared so far, I'm really excited for it. Yep, no footprints. Just double checked again. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And is it just me, but I think they updated the water too. Because the water looks way better than it did before. Yeah, the water looks really good. I don't like the view under the water, how like it's all dark and blurry. But like the view above the water looks freaking sick. It looks way better. Yeah. Apple Scruff, what's like the one thing you're excited for in this game? I would have to say the one thing that I'm most excited for. I think I'm excited for all the level of detail they're putting into it. Like, I think I'm most excited for the community aspect and the level of detail. Like, how there's like government systems, how there's like trade systems, how there's caravan systems, how there's open world PvP that everyone's part of. It's not like something you can opt in or opt out. The water is good. Yeah, they added the wave currents. Like the waves up on the shore, that's like brand new. That used to not be there. It used to just be static. So it's cool that it's good to see the level of detail and stuff. That it's just new. It's just a new game. Yeah. Like I get that. Like it'll be fun. That's just a new game. But I'm like, I think we all secretly hope for a game that kind of destroys your life. You know, like you want that game that is just so good that you like call in sick to work. You know what I mean? Like when I don't know if when you were young, you would like pretend be sick so that you could stay home and play Age of Empires or something. Like you want a game like that, you know? I don't know. So this is like the latest game that I've been super excited for.